This week we celebrate the 180th Wellington Anniversary Day, which was first celebrated on the 22nd of January 1841, marking 1 year after passengers on board the settler ship the Aurora disembarked at Petone Beach. It was the first anniversary day to be celebrated in New Zealand, and it began a tradition which soon spread across the country as different areas also began to mark the day their centres were founded. However, let's not forget that many of these areas had already been occupied by local Maori for generations, so while anniversary days are a welcome holiday, they are to some extent a legacy of our colonial past. Of course, the geographic area having a long weekend is not just Wellington City, but the entire former Wellington province. This is a historic leftover of the provincial government system where from 1852 to 1876 each province had its own little mini parliament before local councils were established and central government was still in its infancy. For us, that means everyone living south of Maxwell, which is just above Whanganui in the west, and Northwood in the east will be enjoying the day off. Head a bit further north and you cross over the boundaries into the old Taranaki and Hawke's Bay provinces who celebrate their anniversary days in March and October. However, until the late 1940s, anniversary days weren't actually official holidays. Many people would get the day off, but they weren't legislated for, and Wellington's anniversary day was even cancelled for a couple of years during World War II. It's always been a day of rest and relaxation, with sports often featuring prominently. Our first anniversary day was celebrated with a horse race in Taranaki Street. No thoroughbreds back then, just the common hacks and ponies that were owned by a few of the early settlers. But horse racing became a feature of the weekend, and this is something that continues through to the present day. Yachting was another pastime which often had regattas in Wellington Harbour on anniversary day, and interprovincial cricket matches were always popular. But Wellington's weather has always been a bit of a coin toss, and the history books tell us that many of these traditional fixtures had to be called off in the past due to wind and rain. Further away from the city, country fairs became a traditional part of the day, and a legacy of that is the Horowhenua A&P show, which has been held in Levin on Wellington's anniversary day since the early 1900s. So happy anniversary day, Wellington. We hope you have or have had a great long weekend.